If you grew up on the nerdy gaming side of YouTube, then you've definitely listened to Nerdcore. Nerdcore is defined as
any form of music that is made by nerds, for nerds, or about nerdy things.
This definition is from Urban Dictionary, but I thought it was the one that made the most sense. One of the most popular Nerdcore artists is the Living Tombstone. I've actually been following the Living Tombstone ever since I was a little kid. So, after making sure this video idea wasn't already done, I decided to take it upon myself to make a detailed video essay about their journey and evolution from Brony to ban.
Wait, did you just say Brony?
Yes, you little freak, because that's how he started. Well, technically it was just random remixes first, but that was only like 2 videos before the pony sleeped in.
You just said he. And who is he?
Oh, right! The founder of the Living Tombstone is no other than Yoav Landau, an Israeli music producer behind everything TLC related for the first few years. Look at how handsome he is. Well, he used to be bald. Yoav had a deep love for music growing up, which he gained by listening to game soundtracks, watching MTV, and bumping cassette tapes containing songs by other Israeli songwriters. In an interview for the official FL Studio website, Yoav states his journey finding his digital audio workspace, or DAW for short, stating,
I remember someone gave me a CD of the software EJ and loving how you can simply arrange loops around to make something cool. As I gotten older, I wanted to seek software that enabled me to do more. I've later discovered and used Acid for a while until I felt that it was too limiting with what you could do with it at the time. And then I switched to FL Studio.
Fun fact, FL Studio is what I use to record and edit all the Zordigami videos. When I opened it for the first time, I got so intimidated when I closed that. Yoav actually started posting his music as far back as 2001 on Newgrounds using the alias Koolfox with the K. With this endeavor, they ended up meeting a bunch of people like game devs, artists, and animators. They even made a TF2 fan album. I'm just finding out about this. Until around 2010, they decided to drop the Koolfox name and started the Living Tombstone YouTube channel. Well, they kind of dropped the Koolfox name. If you go back to their oldest video on the channel, you can see that the channel was already named the Living Tombstone, but at the end of the description, it signed off with Koolfox. This was most likely because Yoav didn't want to use his real name, which I completely understand. Y'all think my real name is Zordigami? God damn. Anyway, things changed from pony stuff mixed with random remixes to a full pony takeover with sprinkles of remixes. And these songs blew up. The Beyond Her Garden remix hit the millions. September used to give me chills as a kid. And the Discord remix is currently sitting at 76 million views. The remix has more views than the original. That's insanity. I played the hell out of this when I was younger. Oh my God. Yeah, I used to be a bro. We don't talk about that. Then there was a really random Let's Play uploaded to the channel. I kid you not. There is a Serious Sam Let's Play on the channel. It's complete chaos and not understandable in the slightest, but an absolutely fun watch. Yoav became what people in the MLP community call horse famous. Basically, when someone becomes popular because of their MLP related content. If you look around the channel at this point, it's a mixture of MLP songs / remixes, original songs, and low quality camera vlogs. Holy camera angles. Oh, and there was the Cookie Clicker song. I love that one. The My Little Pony content continued for roughly 2 years, with the last one being an animation of 2 ponies going to a convention. Around this time, bro decided to actually put thumbnails on the videos, which somehow did not stop the crazy camera angles with vlogs. Actually, after looking back on it, it seems like the MLP related songs started to drop in views. It was most likely a combination of that and the want to make different type of music that made Yoav stop making them. In the end, it turned out for the best, because only 5 videos later, they will release their most popular song to date, the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 song. The song basically became the official theme of FNAF 1. And I'm not just spouting bullshit, it's so well known that it played during the credits of the actual movie. But you already knew that, because it was everywhere. The Living Tombstone managed to escape being pigeonholed into just MLP related content and was successfully branching out into other mediums. Hell, he made a remix of a Scratch 21 song and it sits at 6.8 million views. After making 2 more FNAF songs for the second and third games, Yoav would start the Red vs. Blue series. Basically, the I have 2 sides meme, but with songs. Blue remixes, well, normally would be more calm-ish, more listener-friendly and standard, I guess. And the Red would be more intense or experimental. And to start off this brand new series, there has to be a crazy remix based on something super popular and influential, right? Dog of Wisdom. Bro managed to take a 1-minute video of animated dogs making funny sounds and turned it into a full song. And to make it all worse, It's actually good. The blue version sounds super like cheery and whimsical. Plus that chorus melody is just so catchy. Like, how did they do that? But the red version is better in my opinion. Every part of the song is just so cool to listen to. And the funny guitar solo is outstanding. Then there was the Splatoon Squid melody, which you might have heard on TikTok. Absolutely classic song. I think I can still sing it word for word till this day. It doesn't directly have anything to do with the games. It's just a music artist talking to a drawing artist. The lyrics are actually pretty sweet and relatable as a musician with a partner who draws. When the red version came out, the wait was apparent, even though it was just a week. Yoav sent a message at the end of videos saying that songs will be uploaded every Wednesday and Friday, which is absolutely insane. He probably just wanted to be more consistent with uploads, but yeah, there was no way he was keeping up with his schedule. So a week after the blue remix, the red remix dropped. And people hated it. I remember most of the comment section trashing this remix to hell and back. Meanwhile, I was one of the few people who actually enjoyed it even more than the blue version. But now when I go back to the video, all of those comments are gone. The only evidence I can find of people not liking the song is a comment from 8 years ago talking about other people disliking the song. Personally, I just love how experimental and different it is. It was the coolest thing to me at the time, but unfortunately, this would set up the end for the series for a long time, with the last one for the moment being Dead Kitten Song. Yeah, that's what it's called. Definitely a strange thing to remix, but it's pretty cool. I remember sitting and waiting for the red version of this song for the longest, but unfortunately, it never came. Instead, Yoav dropped a vlog in which he announces the removal of the crazy upload schedule and puts the red versus blue series on hiatus. It's for good reason too. Making 2 versions of one song is hard. Then the next era of TLC started, with Yoav just having fun making songs, and they were damn good songs too. I Got No Time, banger. It's Raining Men remix, banger. I Can't Fix You, banger. We Are Number One remix, banger. But the one I want to touch on personally is No Mercy. This song was absolutely massive, but before it was big as it is now, it was just an Overwatch song on YouTube. Fresh out of school and on the drive home, I listened to the full thing, and I kid you not, no lie, this song made me play Overwatch. I got it for Christmas before the song dropped, but I stopped playing it like after a week. Even still, for some reason, after listening to this song, I sat back down and gave the game another chance, which was vital. In some weird butterfly effect way, I wouldn't be the same person I am today if I never continued playing Overwatch. I was piecing it together, and I probably wouldn't be making this video I am now if it wasn't for the song. The Living Tombstone inadvertently helped me become a YouTuber. But also there's an official remix for Overwatch 2 and stuff. Yeah, that did happen. Anyway, Yoav continued to make music. There's so much to talk about right now, but go back and listen to what bro was cooking because it was fire. The most important release to mention here is My Ordinary Life, an absolute juggernaut of a song with a crazy 272 million views. But that's not why I'm talking about this song in particular. What's important here is the inclusion of Sam Haft on the vocals. You see, Sam Haft is a singer, songwriter, and actor from the US. While doing research on this video, I found out this man was in Hocus Pocus, the Disney movie. I watched this movie too many times to even count. He's also been in Pokemon and in Yu-Gi-Oh! What fucking timeline are we in? Anyway, they made My Ordinary Life together. It's not a video game song or anything. It's completely original and it slaps. And then like 6 videos later, god damn, Red vs. Blue returns with... Why does it always have to start with internet meme? They're both good though, don't get me wrong, but why this? Then they made the Baldi's Basic songs, which, oh my lord, these were outstanding. The red and blue both have things about them that I geek about. I'm not the biggest fan of Oreo's vocals normally. I think when she goes to a higher key, her vocals sound dull. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Regardless, she went insane here. Her lower register absolutely hits, and even when she goes high for a bit, it's not jarring. At first, I thought it was just the backing vocals on her voice carrying her, but the red version has them removed, and it's still fire, arguably better. Okay, enough ranting, back to the story. You see, the important part of the Red and Blue series being back is these 4 songs featuring Sam's vocals. You see, at this time, Sam was in a comedy band called Sam and Bill. It was a very low-key band too. At the time of recording this, they only have 34 monthly listeners on Spotify, with their most recent release being in 2019. Actually, there's 2 Spotify pages for Sam and Bill, and the other has their 2017 album, Sam and Bill Are Huge, which links to the wrong Sam and Bill Spotify pages. How many Sam and Bills are there? But how did Yoav and Sam even get to the point of making music together? And most importantly, who is Bill and what does he want? Well, Sam and Yoav had a bunch of mutual friends. An example probably being VivziePop, the creator of Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, which Sam writes songs for. And VivziePop did the art at the beginning of Squid Melody, the song that Yoav made. It's a circle. It's all coming together. It was all meant to happen. It was written in the stars. Eventually, Yoav ended up moving to the Big Apple, right as Sam and Bill finished recording for their album. Both of them really needed a studio. Yoav and Sam, not Bill. Bill, what are you doing now? It'd be really nice to hear from you again. I hope you're doing all right, Bill. I really hope the best for you. Then, when both parties went to a mutual friend's karaoke going away party, yes, I read that right, our heroes finally met. And then, in a psychokinetic brain blast connection, they both realized
We need a studio.
so they ended up sharing a workplace with Yoav. I don't know about you, but if I was in the same studio as someone else also making music, I'd be collabing with them daily, which is exactly what happened. Going back to the Red and Blue series, there are 3 that feature Sam and Bill. Did I say 4 before? Oops, it was supposed to be a red of I don't know what sex is, but it never happened, I think. But the blue version is cool. Nothing bad, but nothing I'd write home about, you know? Then there's Pikachu's Lament, Red and Blue. I never want to hear the blue version again. It's just not for me. Personally, I don't really like it that much. The red version is a damn slap though. And Violet Pony helped produce it? Nah, this goes crazy. There's a very important shift after these. The next Red versus Blue song is Right Now, featuring a bunch of people. But we gotta look at the details here. Sam Haft is stated as a feature here, but where's Bill? Anyway, I'm not the biggest fan of these songs either, to be honest. I think it's the chorus it makes me cringe. Right here is a point for some reason that I started to doubt Sam. He did great on My Ordinary Life, but on these new songs, he's been missing. I started to think that him working with Yoav would make the Living Tombstone worse. I was wrong, by the way. I was so wrong, but we'll get back to that. I was an idiot. This is the big shifting point. The time where 2 halves make a whole. The clashing of 2 stars, and I have no idea how it happened. No matter how much I look, I don't know how they decided to become a band. So I'm just gonna use context clues. Sam and Yoav were working together a crazy amount of time. It's very probable that they started working together on songs with just them during the Sam and Bill era. So most likely, they were like, I like making music with you. Let's keep doing it. The big question is, when exactly did the band start? Most people think it was with the release of Drunk, which I thought too. But let's look at the thumbnails. This TLT logo is just Yoav, and this TLT logo is the band logo. If we go back to look at the thumbnails, and we look at the first song that have this new logo, we can find that it was an untitled Goose Game song. Sam is on here too. This is where the era started. Soon after came the release of Drunk, the first official single from their album. But I'm not gonna say my thoughts on it just yet, mainly because I didn't even listen to it when the song dropped. Hell, I didn't even know they became a band until like 2 years ago. I stopped tuning in like right after Pikachu's Lament, so I missed this whole era, but here's what happened. The TLT channel starts dropping these songs, not Nerdcore songs, whole original songs. Drunk, Sunburn, and Love I Need, all having the orange skull symbol in it and in the thumbnail, until the music video for Chosen drops, and we're introduced to the Tombstonas, 01, Russ, Tesla, Armstrong, and Doc. Well, I think this is the first introduction to them. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. This is the virtual band. Like Gorillaz and Studio Killers, they made their own universe and characters for their music, and I always love that. There's even some introductory videos to the characters to support the album. That's great. Speaking of the album, I listened to it like 3 days ago at the time of me recording this script. Or writing this script, same day actually. If you want my honest, unfiltered, real thoughts on it, it's fucking amazing. Sam really comes into his own on this album. Dude, his performance is phenomenal here. Every song has something super cool that I just love. Short review, my favorite is Longtime Friends. The emotion in Sam's voice is great. Plus I love when he switches from one note to another and it sounds like his voice is glitching. It's so cool. Runner Up is definitely what I want. It's such a perfect opener. Whenever Sam and Yoav are on the song together, it makes it so much better. My one gripe about this album is there's not enough of him, which sucks because Sam and Yoav's voices contrast so well. My least favorite track is the title track, 01. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's just the one that impressed me the least. It's really growing on me though. Every time I listen to it, I like it a bit better. Other than that, they dropped a remix version of the album called 01 Reloaded. I have very, very strong feelings about the Fly Home remix. Not telling if they're negative or positive, but they're very strong feelings. They made a song for Beat Saber, which, no joke, I think could be my favorite TLT song of all time. Yoav's hooks are on just a different level. And they made the OST for the game In Sound Mind, which I haven't played yet, but my good friend Sage just gifted it to me. Oh, actually, they make TLT 3D models, and they're super good at it. Plus, they got the Yoav follow on Twitter. Go commission my friend for 3D models right now. Also, they're gonna see them live soon. Also, they're on tour right now in the Tombstone outfits. Like, look at this cool video. I
can smell every single pixel.
Now we're in the current day. We are in the process of leaving the 01 era and entering the Rust era. Their new album coming this year. They previewed and played at least 2 songs from the album live, them being Orphans and Be Alone.
I need both of them to release today.
I'm super excited for Rust though. I'm even more excited that you made it to the end of the video. What the hell? Like, look at you. If you like this one, go watch my Sucker for Love video essay. It's really good and I spent like a year on it. That's all I got for you today. See you next time. Outro!